Greetings, denizens of the tri-state area. Jacob Weil here.
And Blue Dragon 5.
And Dragon, I know what we're going to do today. We're going to activate the Recap-inator and discuss my favorite cartoon, Phineas and Ferb. That's right, in honor of the 15th anniversary and in preparation for the upcoming revival, I'm guiding Blue Dragon 5 here through this series, experiencing his reactions, watching it for the first time, and reliving my summer memories through the years. Today's episodes are Sleepwalk, Surprise, and Sci-Fi Pie Fly. It'd be more, and we already have Aquatad saying more unexplored territory for me. No, that's pretty interesting. What do you say, Dragon?
Well, I mean, I'm going to assume Aquatad hasn't watched a lot of Phineas and Ferb, hence the unexplored territory comment.
I thought he seemed like has seen quite a bit of it, but I'm guessing as we go further on, it's going to be more unexplored, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But
anyway, that does bring us into kind of a good, perfect timing as far as serendipitous as far as our haunted holiday hijinks and episodes of Phineas and Ferb go. Yeah. Sleepwalk Surprise.
Yep, as if it were somewhat planned.
Oh yeah. So, Dragon, what are your thoughts on the Sleepwalk Surprise?
So, this I'm really iffy on the Candace plot on this one. Our Doofenshmirtz plot is, as usual, is it's very strong. You know, it's the innators that we have are quite priceless, especially how they ultimately line up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's just I don't know. This not. I don't think Candace was well served this week.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she had a reason in the next one.
Yeah, she did. Admittedly, she did. But I think it was like one of those things where, man, it's like an idea that's funnier in the room, but then when in practice, like, oh man, what did we do?
That's fair. I mean, I personally again.
Not bad, but it's like, man, this isn't really exciting. What are we doing here?
Well, I mean, I thought it just seemed like more of like a nice change of pace as far as the next episode goes, instead of like anything like too exciting or funny.
It feels like 2 in a row might have been a bit much this week to try this sort of thing out with Candace. We're going really against formula on Candace twice in a row, and like we're really going in like 2 very different directions with it.
I can see where you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
We already have another compromise that I've seen up to around the end of season 3 as well as assorted bits of 4. Well, there you go.
All right, mystery solved.
So, again, to pair it off of your point, I also really like the Doof plot in this episode, and I said kind of serendipitous how this particular episode ended up doing like just a couple days after we covered Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep.
I mean, granted, this episode doesn't have to do with nightmares, but still to do with dreams.
Are you kidding me? Look at this thumbnail.
I mean, that's not really a nightmare. I mean, not to Doof anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is pretty weird looking, to say the least.
Yep.
But I figured this would be a better shot to use as a thumbnail than just them at the end standing on the balcony.
Yeah.
So it was either that or this one if you wanted to use the dream.
We don't need the origin story. We got it.
All right. Well, you wanted to read. Maybe the people wanted an explanation.
Right, well, now they got it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's like, Candace is trying to get a preemptive start on busting the boys. But and inadvertently gives them the idea of what to do today.
Yep, jetpack volleyball.
Yep, admittedly not one of their more exciting ideas.
Yeah, we have some stock elements on this one. This one very much is like, we're not really, the boys aren't driving this plot, so we just got to give them something. And it's like, hey, by season 3, what haven't we done? Jetpack volleyball?
Jetpacks and volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, not the most exciting not the most exciting as far as the boys go. I mean, obviously it seemed to be anchored with more what Candace and Doof were doing. You sure it's not just childhood trauma?
Well, I mean, clearly, look at this. It's
I
the
mean,
gnomes.
and also the giant floating baby head for some reason.
Well, that's another story.
Yes. Like I said, maybe he was out there granting wishes or something.
Everyone in Jerusalem but Heinz.
Well, the funny thing is, there actually is something kind of related to a monster, like a monster from Doof's past, that kind of ties into that.
Yep, it's the baby's body.
Well, it's not spoiler, it's not the baby, but it's something else entirely, and it's kind of tied into. It's somewhat related to Krampus in a way.
Okay.
But yeah, we have to wait till season 4 for that. And that episode gives a pretty cool Cab Calloway style musical number too.
Oh.
So yeah. So anyway, this episode does try something different with Candace's inner monologue, but doesn't really amount to much, does it? Other than like her arguing with it a couple times.
Not really, yeah. That's the thing. We just kind of have like it's a funny conceit.
Yeah.
We don't really do much with it. You know, the whole like, hey, shut up, inner voice.
It's like I know who it is, or like shut up you. So yeah, like I said, not the most exciting. And he said even how they get the idea is just Candace like no jetpacks, no volleyballs, like nope, nothing. And then Phineas is just like, hey, I know what we should do today, jetpack volleyball.
Yep. All she really wants to do today is spend some time with Jeremy.
Oh yeah. And so she was tempted to go over just as Phineas announces what they're doing today.
Anyway, major monogram.
He's been up all night monitoring Doof.
He's on no sleep, bro.
Oh yeah. He looks very haggard, basically.
Yep, so he's been staying up all night monitoring Doofenshmirtz.
But he has no idea what he's doing.
Yep, meanwhile, Perry Platypus, he takes the initiative to do a superhero landing.
Oh yeah, and
of course Deadpool's like cheering off, like, oh, superhero landing.
Oh yeah, what is it with
hard on the knees?
What is it with those? What is with you heroes and posing?
Well, that's Black Widow.
I know.
Yeah.
I said, it is Black Widow, but it's also Black Widow.
I love that the superhero landing carried over in all 3 Deadpool movies, by the way.
Yeah. Well, it's a dramatic pose.
Yeah.
So
murder on the knees.
But it looks cool.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And let's just say Yelena was like one of the only good parts of that movie in the first anyway. I mean, Dragon, what do you think?
I didn't fully hear what you said, Jacob.
I said Yelena was probably like one of the only few good parts of Black Widow.
I mean, look, I love David Harbour as Red Guardian.
Yeah, he's one of the other good things about it.
Yeah, there you go. If you look at it that way, then yes.
But I mean, it's kind of sad when Black Widow was not even the best part of her own movie.
yeah, not a lot there. I mean, pretty much all Black Widow is going for is the scene where it's like the reunion scene between, the kind of the Widow family.
Yeah, that was cool, but
it's about it, like that dinner scene, and just kind of like the father and the 2 daughters reunion. That's pretty much all that movie's got going for it with her.
Oh yeah, no rest for the mustache, according to Aquita when it comes to monogram.
Yep.
So Perry gets trapped again, he accuses Perry of building 3 seemingly random inators. So, Dragon, what exactly do these evil inators do?
Well, we have the confetti-inator.
Yeah, that's confetti. I mean, it creates a mess.
Messy, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the cupcake-inator.
Chocolate cupcake-inator, yeah.
Yes, chocolate cupcake-inator.
Which turns people into, which basically turns anything into cupcakes. It's like, oh, chocolate! Oh, am I kidding? This is delicious.
Yeah. And we have the, by the way, chocolate cupcakes are great.
They are great, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, then we have the Hugginator.
Yep, makes Norm. Norm!
Norm!
And we see Norm again.
Law Norm.
Oh, yeah. So, and just makes Norm give him a hug.
Yep. So seemingly 3 innators that are not remotely evil. However, when combined,
Oh, yeah.
could dominate the tri-state area.
But Doof doesn't realize that until he takes a look inside his mind.
If it goes deep, he incepts himself.
A little bit.
Yep, a little bit. Anyway, so we go into Doofenshmirtz's subconscious, and we see a lot of or I guess maybe the unconscious mind. And we see a lot of things from his past, literally, with the lawn gnomes, and we also see some manifestations, like he's always got Perry on the brain, so he is wearing the hat and has the platypus tail.
Yeah, it's kind of an uncanny look on him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good on him.
I mean, it does. I mean, especially the fedora, as we saw a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
The tail seems like a bit much, but
How do I use the bathroom like this?
yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah.
But he's not alone inside his brain.
No, so apparently, what?
Okay, we have another. Do we have a jingle courtesy of Aquatad? Doofenshmirtz and his subconscious. We meet in the inner Doof.
Who basically is a dream demon.
And yeah, that's basically what we've called him.
Yes. Now, to be fair, if only he could take that fedora off the other Doofenshmirtz and wear it, and maybe paint some red stripes on him, he'd be exactly like Freddy Krueger.
Like an evil German Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, there you go. The most unintimidating version of Freddy Krueger ever to exist.
Exactly. Yeah, I can only imagine how that would turn out.
Yeah. Anyway, so this dream demon was not burned alive for murdering children. No. This dream demon is manifestation of the inner evil beneath the deep layers of Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
And he's trying to create an innator that would help Doof take over the tri-state area.
Almost Shoemaker's Elf style.
Yeah, by combining the 3 innators. Basically, the plan would be to trap the people in K, zap it so it would hug them so they can't escape, and
when
then
they try to eat themselves free, nothing but confetti.
They zaps a cloud and it turns confetti. Like, forget this, it's covered in paper.
Yeah, no one wants to eat the doily.
No one wants to eat the doily.
Yeah, unless you're Jaime the robot. No one eats the doily. See, Norm could throw this whole plan into chaos if he wanted to.
Yes, and he kind of does later on.
Yes. Yes, he does.
So yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. That's how Doof's inner dream demon plans to use it to take over the tri-state area. Unfortunately, Doof doesn't remember it as he leaves, though.
But again, it's like dream logic. Like, you forget about it pretty much instantly after you wake up until something reminds you.
Oh yeah. But meanwhile, Candace brought Jeremy over to her house so she can keep an eye on the boys, and he gets invested in the game of jetpack volleyball.
Yep.
And so actually Candace is trying to keep Linda from actually seeing what the boys are doing this time.
All right, Jacob, I have some words for our showrunners.
You have some words for the boys?
I do.
All right, well, here you go, boys. You better prepare yourself.
Dan, Swampy, I got a bone to pick with you two.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I'm calling BS on Candace's concern this episode. Okay, look, you want Candace running around trying to hide what's going on from Linda, fine. But don't hide it behind the reason of, I don't want Jeremy to get in trouble for this. Okay, Jeremy didn't do anything here. Okay, those boys are always the first to admit, like, hey, look what we did. Okay, there's no way. Plus, there's like a bunch of other kids there. Okay, yes, Jeremy's the eldest, but still, there's no way Jeremy's getting in trouble for like this. And of course, like, no one else is gonna cop to. Yes, we created jetpacks.
And
You know, it's
playing
like,
ball, and we're playing volleyball.
yeah, I mean, the jetpacks to play volleyball. Like, no one's gonna blame that on Jeremy. Even if someone could blame that on Jeremy, look, he's no slouch, but he's not exactly he's no Baljeet in terms of building capabilities or intelligence.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's going to accuse Jeremy of like, hey, Jeremy, can you help me with this this could kind of this energy converter here, like on the jetpack, and like maybe he can inflate the volleyballs. That's all Jeremy could really do here. Maybe some menial labor, but he can't really, he can't build a jetpack. Like there's too many holes in this. Look at this. Look at this Swiss cheese plot, Swampy. Yeah.
Well, we know Candace isn't exactly the most rational when it comes to this stuff.
Well, that is true.
I mean, not that necessarily excuses the writing of the episode. I'm just saying.
I guess what I'm getting at is, boys, I know you didn't have anything. You wanted to not do the same old thing. You wanted to invert what Candace usually does, but you didn't have a good enough reason.
Awkward Death points out Jeremy Johnson, the epitome of neutral good.
There you go.
He is a good guy.
He's insanely neutral.
But he's also a good guy.
Yes.
Candace is lucky to have him.
Well, she's very lucky to have him. It's a miracle she has him, frankly.
Well, remember when she's not trying to bust her brother, she's actually pretty laid back and chill.
So I said the only reason she has Jeremy is because Stacy didn't want him.
Oh yeah.
Stacy could have any guy she wants.
Who?
Kelly.
Exactly. All right. I think you let the boys have it enough this time. They've learned their lesson. They're sitting over in the corner.
What better? Okay, now we're good.
There we go.
All right, anyway,
so the boys have learned their lesson, Dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Candace, she's trying to prevent her mom from busting, the boys this time, and I love the gag of Linda's Pavlovian response to, "I have to go to the backyard right now."
All the while, Candace is like trying to prevent her from going to the backyard.
Yep, just around this time every day, you called me to just check out the backyard. I kind of have to. I want to do it.
The one time she's actually wanting to go check out the backyard.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yep. I'm gonna kind of mark this something against this episode here. The song feels phoned in. Feels a little phoned in.
Yeah, I kind of skip it every time I watch it.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So anyway,
it's not. Let's just say if I was ever to make a playlist of Phineas and Ferb songs, this would be off the list.
Yeah. Anyway, so Doofenshmirtz, he figures out what the invader's supposed to do. Harry frees himself.
Oh yeah, and then as it turns out, he knocks it free. Perry knocks down the invader, and it fires.
Each invader fire helps clean up the backyard mess.
Yeah, like giving Candace a cake, confetti, and having the jetpack and volleyball cleaned up with the hug.
Yeah.
And let's just say that it turned out to make it look like Candace was one wanting to keep a surprise for Jeremy's anniversary, and she ended up just like having to clean up all the confetti in the backyard.
Yeah.
And the dream demon like says basically that it was a waste of time. He's like, wait, what are you doing here? This isn't a dream. Or is
it?
No, it isn't. Cried. He just disappears.
Yep, I love that joke so much. I love the one Doofenshmirtz just pointing out, like, no. I just love him taking that stance. I'm like, no. So basically, it's the most wholesome version of the end of Nightmare on Elm Street, one could say.
Yep, it's like, is this a dream? No. Oh,
Just
okay.
what if Nancy, instead of like, I take all the energy back I gave you. Instead, what if she said, hey, wait a minute. I'm not asleep. What? No.
it's like I'm awake, Fred. Okay. Now go, just go away and never kill anyone ever again, okay, Fred?
It's
okay.
like Kruger no killing, Kruger no killing, Kruger no
killing.
Oh man, he snaps and like, oh, I cut myself.
It's like, oh yeah, that actually hurts. I'm in the real world now.
Wait, give me back my hat.
It's like, oh, and update: the police did not come to my apartment after I screamed, "Give me the gun."
Oh,
for the penguin and all that.
Oh right, yes.
I'm just saying the police never came to the police never came.
Well, that's kind of distressing, actually. That someone says they have a gun in your apartment. You're kind of on your own, Jacob. Yeah. So, good luck with that.
I said, well, there was me yelling that, and nobody.
Yeah, no one in your apartment knows who you are.
Yeah, so I'm just glad that nobody actually called it in already.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No one called it in. Aren't you a little afraid?
Well, no. Well, I'm actually kind of glad. It means they didn't hear me yelling that.
What if the next gun-toting maniac you bring to your apartment? Guess who's going to be on his own?
Dragon, don't give people any ideas.
Trust me. If they know how to find you already, it's okay.
Thanks for that comforting tidbit. Like I feel so much better now, Dragon.
You'll be fine.
All right.
It's no one knows you're in Ohio or anything.
Well, yeah. Thanks for that. I mean, I've only said it like hundreds of times.
That's what I mean. Yes, yeah. So you're fine. You're somewhere adjacent to Ohio.
Well, it's not adjacent to Ohio. It's literally inside Ohio.
I know. I was trying to be vague.
I realize that, so just bear with us.
Okay,
folks.
Look, let's just say, Jacob is in Springwood, Ohio.
Oh God,
place. It's a fictional place. You're fine.
Oh God, no.
See, Jacob's fine. He'll never sleep again. All
right, so folks, just bear with us. Speaking,
gun-toting maniacs, please don't do horrible stuff to Jacob. All right.
All right, not at least until after I finish this show, anyway.
Yeah, right, sure, fine.
It's like, so speaking of bears, some of you may have noticed we're actually what our next haunted holiday hijinks is. We're doing We Bear Bears tomorrow, and I've actually watched through the series. I actually watched quite a bit of the series, Dragon. So just bear with us for a second. So, Dragon, want to know, do you have anything to say about me watching, how much I've watched and what my thoughts are on it?
Well, we're doing this right now, but I mean, sure.
I mean, we can also do it tomorrow if you'd rather wait.
I don't know. Should we wait till we actually talk about We Bear Bears?
No, I mean, I just want to give you my thoughts right now.
Yeah, sure.
It's completely ridiculous. It's mundane, crazy, and I love it.
Called it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get to the burrito?
No, I did not get to the burrito.
Oh, okay. You got to get to the burrito.
You know what I did get to, though?
What did you get to?
Tote Life.
Did you skip ahead the Tote Life?
No.
Huh. All right.
I watched through all the episodes to get to Tote Life.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the burrito was like way earlier, though. I don't know how you got to Tote Life without getting the burrito.
Oh, maybe I did miss
a giant burrito, like a giant burrito, not ringing any like giant foil wrap burrito.
No.
Man, I don't know. Who am I? I wonder if who will mess with the episode order. I don't know.
I mean, I know it's missing in episode 7, so maybe it was that one.
God. All right. Anyway, well.
All right, so on to the actual next episode.
But you got the tote life, though.
Yes.
Okay, moving on.
And then, believe it or not, it was not actually my favorite episode.
It's pretty
so
good,
far.
though, right?
It is pretty good, although I think my favorite episode so far was the jean jacket one.
Yeah, oh yeah, the jean jacket one's great.
Oh yeah. But we'll get to more of that tomorrow.
Anyway.
I just wanted to I see Dragon and I are equally adoring of the burrito.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You gotta look into that burrito, man.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna check some of these future episodes. And are you sure it's in the first season?
I am very sure it's in the first season. I just don't know how you have some. I don't know how you missed it, but I mean, unless it's really out of order, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only like listing 25 episodes, so maybe it's in like what I consider season 2. But either way, so let's get into Sci-Fi Pie Fly, I guess. So the boys are investigating crop circles, and Doof has a plot involving pizza. And well, Candace just takes a day for herself. I'm guessing for this you're referring to We Bare Bears,
Yeah.
Aquatad? All right. Well, I haven't gotten there yet, so I'm looking forward to it. But so, Dragon, what are your thoughts on the science fiction pizza flying?
I'm a little iffy on this one. I love our setups. I'm not thrilled with some of our payoffs. I gotta be honest. That's the thing. I'm loving our setups.
So the setups being Doof being a cheapskate.
Yeah, I love Doof being a cheapskate. I like the idea of Candace taking a me day.
And the boys investigating crop circles in a flying saucer.
Yeah.
All right.
But to be honest, I don't think any of our payoffs really were really that thrilling. I mean, the boys of the three probably had the best one, but still, in conjunction with the Candace plot, it's just
Yeah, it's kind of surprising considering they got Guy Fieri to voice the pizza guy.
That is great though. We did do that.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, my local diner, Guy Fieri has been there, and they love advertising. Guy Fieri was here.
That is pretty interesting. He is a pretty well-known figure.
Yeah. I just love it. Guy Fieri, his name's Fieri. And he has hair that looks kind of fiery.
Yep. And guess where Guy Fieri is from?
Oh, let me hold my breath and just
Columbus,
wait.
Ohio.
Get out! Guy Fieri? That Guy Fieri? He's from Columbus, Ohio?
Yes, he is.
Oh my god!
I can tell how much you care.
It's amazing.
I can tell how much you care.
Well, look, it's a fun fact. I'm just it's yet another. It's so many Ohio residents.
Oh yeah.
Look how far he's come. He's the king of the foodies, that Guy Fieri.
He is pretty great, yeah.
He's the American traveler. Hunger is his motive.
Oh yeah. But let's move on.
All right, anyway.
So yeah, Candace is just deciding to have a me day and just relax. Which is nice for her, which is a good idea for her, and she follows through on it instead of going nuts at the last minute.
Yep, and of course she wants to avoid something blowing up in her face.
Yeah. Which happens literally later on.
Yeah.
But so what do you make of Lawrence's story?
Yeah, I think Lawrence's story is hilarious, and I love Buford and the kids' reaction to it.
Yeah, it's like your father's words confuse me.
His words confuse me.
Yeah, but basically he's talking about his strange encounter, where his radio started acting up and he approached his car broke down and there was a mysterious light in front of it. But it turns out it was just a tow truck that he summoned.
God. Oh, Lawrence.
Yep, and it was just because of a cool poster that he had.
This is what I mean. Just the setups, like Lawrence just queuing off like a close encounter story that leads to our alien crop circles investigation.
Oh yeah. The boys decide to investigate it themselves by staying on theme.
Yep.
Which admittedly not the brightest idea.
Nope. Creates a full-on War of the Worlds situation.
Yep, and Buford is still staunchly believing that spaceships don't exist.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much sense.
No, not remotely.
I mean, which the episode itself even points out numerous times.
I mean, they have a friend named Meep.
Yeah, well, Buford wasn't there for that.
Well, still, I mean,
And it's funny you should mention Meep, Dragon.
Yeah.
And not to jump the gun, but he's the focus of next week's episode.
It feels to me that Meep didn't get the call sheet for the previous episodes. Like, I think he might have had some complaints, and it's okay. Look, Meep, we'll make it up to you. We'll put you in the next one. We'll do an all Meep episode. Happy?
Well, it's not going to be all Meep. He meets the boys again, so there is that.
All right.
But we do get to see Meep again. He'll be proven wrong in a few episodes, and I'll go tell you might have to clear up what we. You might have to clear up what you're referring to, because I'm not sure what you're referring to here.
Might be the Guy Fieri paternity test thing.
I have no idea. But I don't
Guy
think it's
Fieri, you are not the father.
Yeah, he's definitely not.
You're a good cook, but you are not the father.
But speaking of Guy Fieri, so yeah, Dragons. But speaking of which, what do you think of Monogram's intro this episode?
Okay, as I'm saying with the setups, well, Major Monogram is trying a puppet show. It's failing so miserably. There's only one thing that could have made this better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at.
Is it that time?
Yes. Wait.
Oh.
No. Sorry, I was like, no. I'm saying if there was a puppet Carl.
Oh yeah, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about Buford being wrong about extraterrestrial life. I think I know which one you're referring to there. We got old Tristan. Anyway.
Yep, the unloved friend from Yu-Gi-Oh.
But you'll find out who this Tristan is later, Dragon.
Okay.
Anyway, Doofenshmirtz's idea is to take advantage and save money. And to do so, he tries to take advantage of a 37 minutes or it's free policy at a local pizza shop.
At Rocco's Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm convinced it's a nod to Rocco's Modern Life. It's spelled differently for legal reasons, maybe, but,
I mean, it is entirely possible.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not for legal reasons, maybe just to differentiate. The point being, though,
and make it look more Italian.
Well, that's the thing too, because if you spell Rocco with K's, it's Australian.
Oh yeah, a certain wallaby.
So here's the remake that we need. We need Rocco's Modern Life remade with Chris Hemsworth playing Rocco.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, there's our next live action animation hybrid.
It's like, don't get me wrong, but I think I'll stick with Carlos Alazraqui.
Yes, as you should.
I'll stick with him when it comes to Rocco.
Imagine like Hemsworth saying, "Yeah, Spunky, yeah, Spunky,"
or saying like, "Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby."
That's a question. Who do you get to play Beth Big?
That's an even better question.
God.
Who played her in the original show anyway?
Well, remember it was.
I don't remember the voice actor.
Yeah, it was. It was Charlie Adler. He played both Mr. and Mrs. Bighead.
Oh yeah. Maybe you should just get Charlie Adler to do it again, but in a deeper voice.
Yep, like, Ed, would you stop shouting and close your robe?
Oh, the entire series was weird.
God, I loved it though.
I mean, I loved it too.
Well, it was the transitional Ren and Stimpy. I loved it.
I didn't
We
watch
go
it.
from Ren and Stimpy to Rocco to SpongeBob. That's the chart.
Yep, because you wouldn't get Rocco with it. You wouldn't get Rocco without Ren and Stimpy, and you wouldn't get SpongeBob without Rocco.
Exactly. That's the equation, folks. Not the anti-life equation. That's something much darker. This is that's the Nickelodeon equation there for you.
Oh yeah.
That's how we get the greats. Trial, error, research, and development. R&D spelled Nick. Yes.
Nick Nickelodeon.
Um.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Doof being cheap, is trying to take advantage of the pizza policy, even like moving extremely slow to try and get him to get it for free.
And that didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
So now he wants revenge. Cheap revenge.
And so he creates the Dough-Blow-inator.
I love the idea of cheap revenge so much. I love that we're motivated by his alimony check hasn't come in the mail yet, so in the meantime, he's being really cheap.
I mean, I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
By the way, Aquatad says so Rocco, Heifer, and so Dilbert's
Dilbert.
supposed to be Filbert,
Filbert.
like the nut.
Yeah.
You know,
Walk
walk
into
into the scene here. Then they pitch their own animated show. It's called Wacky Deli, and I am the cheese. I am the most popular character in the show. Yeah, Betty Baloney.
Isn't that one of the ones that these guys worked on?
I think so, but I don't know. You would be the expert on that one.
Well, no, I don't have all their credits memorized, Dragons.
Really, 15 years you can't memorize a few of their episodes from their other shows?
No, not entirely. Not when it comes to Rocco. I'm not as familiar.
That just goes to show, Jay, you really need to binge Rocco.
I know. I mean, I've seen Rocco, but I don't. But I haven't.
That's
seen
what I'm
it.
saying. You just need to binge it. I know you've seen it. You gotta with the advent of binging.
Well, okay. What's the name of the episode? I could just check it up here.
Well, I think I think it might just be called Wacky Deli. I'm not. I know the show within the show is Wacky Deli. I think that's what they called it.
Wacky Deli.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Wacky Deli or I don't know if they called the episode something else. It was a two-parter. Well, a two-segmenter. You know what I mean.
Yep, Dan Swampy worked on that one.
There you go.
And so did Stephen Hillenburg.
Well, that's just fitting.
Oh yeah. So yeah, as it turns out, like Swampy directed part 1, and Dan was the assistant for part 1.
I just love that that Heifer came up with salami.
Salami. Oh God.
Just the fact that Ralph Bighead, he approved that just in the hopes that the show would be so. Basically, the producer's logic of the show would be so bad it'll get canceled.
Basically, the classic producer's plot.
It always. My favorite thing with Ralph Bighead, by the way, is the fact that Joe Murray does the voice of Ralph Bighead. That his big passion project was like carving like fruit into a mountain.
Oh God.
So anyway, so Rock, we could spend like a whole hour talking about Rock, more than an hour talking about Rock, if we can't.
Have we ever did Rocco have Halloween episodes?
Well, there's an episode of The Witch that's like Hansel and Gretel. There might be one Halloween-ish. It's more of a creepy episode, but even so, it's like kind of one, but not a full-on Halloween episode. It's a Christmas episode.
Then we could probably do it in seasonal shenanigans, unless you've already done it.
No, I'm saying, yeah, we've already done the Christmas episode during Christmas in July.
All right.
But I was saying, technically, there might be like a Haunted Holiday Hijinks opening for Rocco, but not for this year.
Oh yeah, all of our slots for this year have already been filled.
Yeah.
But maybe next time.
Yep.
It's like, so Candace is just enjoying her midday watching soap operas and stuff like that.
This is where it's like starting like, okay, so Candace just gonna see, Candace doesn't look like she's enjoying herself, which I think is a problem.
like, well, she's just relaxing. People don't always like all happy and smiles when they're just relaxing.
I mean, I'd like to, well, relaxation is like it should be a smile.
Yeah, I know, but she just doesn't want to, get too invested. I guess I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make much sense to me. Like, this is like something it's not even playing like the Squidward thing, like the whole like, are you finished those errands?
Have you finished those errands?
Yeah.
Have you finished those errands? How does that come up like twice in our previous two streams? Like we previously covered it when we were doing Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, it has stay power. Well, we talked about Heather Langenkamp.
Yeah, and how you and your fantasy involving her covered in bubbles.
It's not look. It wouldn't be. I don't think anyone would veto the idea.
It's like, who knows? Maybe she would.
Well, she was already in the tub. I'm just saying we're adding coverage.
Like, oh, come on, you get to bust my chops all the time. It's a good about time I do something in return.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying we're adding bubbles to her.
All right, Dragon.
Anyway,
like the sands of time slip away through the hourglass, so too do the days of our summer.
Yep.
It's like, so Candace even sees like the boys flying around in the flying saucer and all that, and even attempts to begins to try and call Linda, but relents.
Yeah. No, it's my day off. It's Candace's day off, which is nowhere near remotely as interesting as Ferris Bueller's day off.
Or Squid's day off.
Yeah.
It's like, have you finished those errands? Have you finished those? No!
I have not finished. I will never finish those errands.
It's like, I don't like. I didn't. It's like, I don't like your tone.
What about now?
What about now?
Have you finished those errands?
Oh God. So
I know the reason we're mentioning it so much.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's 25th anniversary is this year.
Oh yeah, we should have done something about that.
Well, we did. Here's the thing, Jake. We didn't. I don't know if this was the 20th or not. We did a SpongeBob celebration. We did an episodes list for the anniversary. I think it was probably. Here's the thing. I don't know if it was after Hillenberg passed or if it was during the anniversary. But yeah, we did something on SpongeBob. It wasn't a series overview, but it was like we did a top 10 list. Maybe top 20. We did a list of some kind.
Yeah, like I still can't believe he died on my birthday.
You kill everyone, Jacob. I don't know why, but you do.
It's not my fault. I mean, heck, if you think about it, I have the same. My birthday is also the same day as Charles M. Schultz. You know, the guy.
At least he was born on that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can at least claim that I have the same birthday as the guy who created Peanuts.
Yep. Yeah. That's a thing. The maker of Snoopy is born on your day. Yet you killed SpongeBob.
Yeah. All right. What can I say, Dragon? So back to Doof. Anyway.
So Doofenshmirtz, he's got the pizza blow-inator.
Yep, and he challenges Rocco to a competition.
I love that Rocco, by the way. Speaking of cheap revenge, Rocco is not without sin.
Well, first off, he actually incorporated the exploding pizza that Doof tried to get back at him and made it a feature in his pizza.
Yeah, now here's where Rocco's no angel here, okay? Turns it into a special. It's dangerous and charges more. It's not a special. It's not like there's no deal there. It's extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get, admittedly, it was such a weird thing. I'm actually on Doofenshmirtz's side for the most part for this episode. I mean, I know he's
outside of him being a cheapskate.
Well, that's the thing, though. I can appreciate the efforts he's going to get this free pizza. And again, Rocco's somewhat has it coming. Not obviously Doofenshmirtz is in the wrong for like slowing down. The whole he was there on time and everything. But
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter if, like, when you answer the door. It's a matter of when you get to the door. It's a matter when they show up.
see, if Doofenshmirtz was smart, he would have an nator that would change the time. So he would tell the guy, look at his watch. It says like, look, it's been over
But-
37 minutes.
But this is Doof we're talking about here.
Yep.
Do you think Doof would be that smart?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah. So we go to the pizza day in the park. The Pizza Day Festival.
And there's a lot of festivals in Danville.
Well, they're a very festive bunch.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, though, is there?
Yeah, I mean, they got a mayor who's he's very surface level. He's very looks based. He wants to see happy people, happy faces. So it's like, let's have a festival in the park. Wouldn't this be great? Everyone's invited except for my brother.
Yes. So, Drain, do you like the local pizza shops?
You mean in this episode?
No, I mean just in general. I mean, like, do you like go for local or do you like go for chain pizza?
No. Well, a little column A, a little column B, and here's why.
I pretty much did the same thing.
If you're talking specifically pizza, chain Pizza Hut, specifically Pizza Hut, only because they know how to make, because they're close by and they know how to make the pizza exactly how I want it, because I get it weekly.
All right.
Now, in like an Italian restaurant, like a local Italian restaurant, though, is my go-to place. I don't get pizza from there, but I could get pizza if I wanted to, but I like the other place because they always get it right. Once the people are trained, because they're always. I'm yammering on, mind you, about mundane things, but we're kind of in a mundane part of the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so long story short, Pizza Hut, they don't treat their employees nice. A lot of people, they're constantly changing the staff. So basically, once you train them how to make the pizza just how you want it, it's like oh man, it's like it's weekly business. My regular Italian place, well, they get my usual food, great. I'm just saying, if I would order pizza, sometimes roll the dice. So in that, the point being, I support the local businesses for Italian restaurants, but for pizza, it's Pizza Hut, not more proximity than the fact that it's a chain. But I don't know, I just like the way they make the thin crust pizza.
All right. You go for the pizza thin crust.
Yes, I go. Here's the thing: I go beyond thin crust, my friend. I go thin crust. I like it well done. I like a light cheese, light sauce, and all the pepperoni. I mean, all the pepperoni, as in I don't want to see the pizza underneath. I want to see only pepperoni on the surface.
Yeah, that is an interesting way to go.
Oh, it's so good, though.
I mean, I don't doubt that. I mean, when I do pizza, I usually go for the pan, the original pan.
Yep.
And man, I've even asked them to like bake it extra well to get the extra crispy cheese on the crust.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. But fortunately, I live near quite a few local pizza chains. Like there's little mom and pop diners, and there's actually one like literally right next to where I live. So it actually kind of works. It actually kind of works out for me. Do they do pretzel crust anywhere? I mean, none of the places I do have pizza have pretzel crust.
I've heard about it, and I think I've seen it advertised through Pizza Hut, but I could be thinking of a different pizza place. But I've seen the pretzel crust. I have not used it myself because honestly, my pizza is essentially my pizza entirely is pretty much a pretzel in terms of how kind of well done it is, and how like the crispy crunchiness of it.
And not to mention the saltiness of the pepperoni.
That's what I'm saying. So it's pretty much a giant pretzel.
There you like
basically a giant Italian pretzel. It's essentially what it is.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, oh man, it's delicious. But, I mean, at least in my opinion,
Well, I mean, to each their own, and I think then some pizzas are good, some pizzas are bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Doof challenges Rago to a pizza to a dough off. With the stipulation if Doof wins, he gets free pizza for the rest of his life. But if he loses, he'll never order pizza from there again.
What you can do is first, he's not really brokenhearted about it because he doesn't like. He's just like, I don't get it. Like the pizza's not that great anyway.
Do you think he's just saying that, or do you...
I mean, honestly, I think it's like a low stakes wager for Doofenshmirtz. That's what I really think it is.
And let's face it, with pizza, there's always options.
But that's it. He went with the cheapest option. That's the only reason he went with Rocco's is because of the deal.
Yeah. So, like I said, there are options.
So we also need to talk about the trap that got parrots. The Ratatouille trap, I like to call it.
It trapped him in a toque.
Yep, trapped him in the old chef's hat.
Which is called a toque.
Yeah, it's called a toque. I've got your tote.
I've got your toque. That's scary.
Yep. Forget tote life. Toke life.
Toke life. Well, that might actually be mistaken for something else, though.
Oh, right.
So yeah.
Anyway.
So you get what I'm going with.
I think so. Yes.
So yeah. So we should probably avoid saying toke life.
Oh, okay. The point being,
it might have been Little Caesars. Like, well, then he's not missing much if it was Little Caesars.
I love the idea of Little Caesars, but just the pizza seems so disappointing.
Yeah, it is. And keep in mind, we're not.
I love the idea of like a cute little like pizza place. It's nice and simple. At least the way they advertise it and everything. Everything about Little Caesars in terms of presentation is adorable. But just not good.
And keep in mind, we're not sponsored by either Pizza Hut or Little Caesars.
Yeah, I kind of wish we were sponsored by Pizza Hut, but you're right, we're not.
I mean, we'd accept any sponsorship that involved food.
Well, that's true, but I'm just saying the fact that Pizza Hut, that's the Spider-Man approved pizza place, so
And the Ninja Turtles too.
That's what I'm saying. Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man. That's a high endorsement. So
I mean, which Spider-Man?
I think technically all of them.
All right.
I think going back to Raimi's Spider-Man, so I think technically, Mr. Aziz, I forget if I think it was Pizza Hut, or at least the pizza they had to use, I think was Pizza Hut.
And it's about Deadpool was sponsored by DiGiorno.
That I do know.
And DiGiorno's good.
Yeah, I hear really good things about DiGiorno. I have not partaken because, well, I'm a stubborn brand man. I stick by the brand that I've elected.
I mean, I go either between Red Baron or DiGiorno.
Yeah.
Occasionally Motor City.
My grandmother gets Red Baron a lot.
Occasionally Motor City.
I like Red Baron's name because it reminds me of the Peanuts.
Oh, yeah. And the actual Red Baron.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, real quick fun fact. Episode of Get Smart. I think I've told you this before. Top of season 4. They're in a plane, and we see this cute thing where everyone's his girlfriend, who's about to be his wife, 99. She's like flipping through. She's like flipping through like the bridal magazine, and we cut to him, and he's like on the edge of his seat as if he's reading like a really great spy novel or something. But it's a Snoopy comic. It's Snoopy. Is the World War I flying? It's the Red Baron. It's like Snoopy versus the Red Baron, I think is what the book's called. And basically, there's like a dog fight later on. So basically, he's going up against like Siegfried, who's in the Red Baron plane.
Dog fight.
Yeah.
Literal dog fight.
Yep.
And of course, that was also a good part of the movie as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, curse you, Red Baron.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, pizza and Snoopy aside. Phineas and Ferb's investigation into it knocked the toque loose, allowing Perry to escape, and quite frankly, Perry caused a bit of a disaster here.
So that's Jacob, do you know what time it is?
I know, Dragon. I was worried you'd never ask. Because it's
Gritty Reboot time! AKA pizza time.
Pizza time.
There you go. So, yeah, I mean, we don't even really have to do much here because Perry Platypus, he caused a lot of damage and civilian casualties here.
Yeah, if he inverted the suck on Doofenshmirtz's dough blow-inator, and it's not only did it suck the dough, and it sucked at everyone else along with the stage.
So first of all, okay, really, look, as petty as it is, it's very low stakes. It's not taking over the tri-state area. He just wanted free pizza.
Well, it could theoretically, depending on how petty Doof is, put the owner out of business.
I mean, yeah. He's selling dangerous pizzas, though. Exploding pizzas. He's turning a profit on an inator byproduct, I'm sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna say,
which Perry didn't even try to stop, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know. Just one. It feels like, okay. Look, it's just okay. Fine. So he gets free pizza for life, and maybe you do something after he wins. Still, it's the fact he could have let him win.
You want to see Doof win for once.
Honestly, yeah, just one time when he's actually not doing something super evil or would cause inconvenience people majorly. Just something like this would not inconvenience anyone. Rocco's a little full of himself.
Everybody gets one.
There you go. Everybody gets one.
Since we're bringing Spider-Man into this.
Yeah. So I think Perry was in the wrong here. I don't think Perry should have stopped or tried to foil him. Look, plus, I mean, honestly, I don't think the inator would have worked properly. I think he just let Doofenshmirtz do his thing. It would have backfired on him naturally.
Yeah, but instead Perry just caused untold damage to the people, the stage, and everything. Even the so-called innocent pizza guy.
Yeah, everyone got sucked in.
Yep, even Rocco. Perry Perry was nowhere to be seen after. He realized the disaster he caused and just fled the scene.
Yep, and then Doofenshmirtz is going down for the crime. Like, it wasn't me. It was a platypus in a hat. That's a platypus.
Yeah, tell it to the judge, pal.
No. Wait, what's my last meal? Pizza.
Exploding pizza.
See, that's how they carry out the death sentence. It's an exploding pizza. So that's the end of Heinz Doofenshmirtz. Like, oh, pizza. He opens it up. See, quick and painless. Told you, we got to institute this everywhere. We're going to give them their last meal. It's going to be an exploding pizza. So they'll be happy for a second, and then, it's going to be a mess. But, we got hoses. It'll be fine.
It's a delicious way to die.
Yeah, we'll basically do it Dexter style. We'll bring them into a plastic room. Because, I mean, they've done untold horrible things in the first place anyway. So, if they realize it, they can appreciate the irony. Point being is like, hey, you know what time it is? It's pizza time. We're going to get you a nice pizza, and then we're going to carry out the sentence. Like, okay. That way they're not going to freak out or anything. And just, have a two-way mirror, and boom, we've death by pizza.
A delicious way to die.
Yep.
Explosive
flavor.
You didn't see that in 1,000 Ways to Die.
Nope.
Imagine Ron Perlman narrating that. Here we have this evil scientist trying to win a rigged contest, and so as for justice, they served him exploding pizza of his own design.
It was hubris that killed Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
Yes. And so what would the pun name for his death be in this case?
When the bomb hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's exploded. That's exploded.
Oh, yeah. But
there's ammonium nitrate in the the oregano.
Oh, God. So back to the episode at hand. So obviously everyone's fine because, it's a cartoon. So
yeah.
And Doofus was like, wow, that failure was spectacular, even for me. It's like,
yep.
Wow, that was, and the guy's even impressed by it. I was like, but seriously, never order my pizza again. Fair deal.
Yeah, he's not bothered by it. There's other pizza places.
Yep. There's always other pizzas. Meanwhile, the boys have realized the connection between all of the markers. The fact that they're specifically not in one location.
So basically, it's the next one on the docket. So they go there and meet the aliens, and the War of the Worlds panic.
As it turns out, Buford found the key.
Yep.
Turns out the aliens, who the news correctly predicted and looks amazingly like Phineas and Ferb.
Mm-hmm. One looked like a sideways T.
Yep. And it turns out all the crop circles were just them asking to help them having to help them look for a key.
Yep.
And so Buford finds it. They return, and they turn. Oh, let us return something of yours. And it was the Voyager space probe. So yeah, apparently that's where it went.
Yep.
So yeah, so the boys ended up helping find the Voyager space probe. The aliens have their key, and Candace enjoyed her me day.
Well, again, enjoying quotes. Here's yet another thing we did not need to give her a mundane song.
I do actually like the song. I think it's pretty low key.
All right.
I mean, but you have to admit it's at least better than a jetpack volleyball song.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that it just feels like really we gave Candace the song.
I mean, where else would you put the song in this episode?
I don't know. It would have maybe done like a jaunty kind of like Italian pizza song for the festival.
You played the Spider-Man 2 game, right?
Which one?
Okay, the original Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, but that's been
as in the PS2 Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's been a while though, but yeah.
And you can imagine the music based on the song in that game. The pizza theme.
There you go.
Which, speaking of which, when playing the Insomniac ones, did you actually walk up to the pizzerias and actually hear they actually play the music?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, if you actually turn down the music in the game, or if you actually just walk up to a pizza stand and hear it, just wait a few minutes, you eventually hear them playing that song.
Amazing.
It is amazing, considering it's Spider-Man after all.
What's spectacular?
He might even say ultimate.
I would say it's Peter Parker as well.
Uncanny? No, that's someone else.
Yep.
I know exactly where this is going, and I love it. Well, you guessed right, Aquatad.
Superior.
Yep. Superior. Friendly neighborhood.
Yep.
Fantastic. Again, somebody else.
It's also the amazing.
The amazing. Peter Parker, the amazing Spider-Man.
There you go. There's also the ultimate spectacular friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Web has a web.
Well, now you're throwing web up. Now we got nothing now.
Well, I mean, how many other series are there that has Spider-Man in the title?
Well, there's Spidey.
There's a comic book named Spidey?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's recent. Not recent, but recent-ish.
Huh.
There's Symbiote Spider-Man.
Again, are these actually names of the comic books?
Yes.
Huh.
There was Greg Land did this really, Greg Land, I think Peter David, they did this series. I don't know, they're all permutations of Symbiote Spider-Man, but like Symbiote Spider and then like a subtitle. But yeah, like Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads or Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality and etc.
Interesting. All right, then.
All right.
Well, I think we've run the Spider-Man course as far as it can go in this episode without stretching it into oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think that does it for this week, folks. Thank you.
Wait.
Yeah?
Did you mention the Candace got pizza and it blew up in her face?
Oh, actually, no, I did not.
Yeah, so that...
we did rant around about way earlier, but not...
Well, I wanted to bring it up here because when the moment actually has Linda rewards Candace for not pestering her the whole day, gets her a pizza, and it blows up in her face. Now, initially, first watch, I was bothered by this because it just feels like, man, Candace didn't do anything wrong in this episode, and yet we make a mess, we blow it up in her face, not really fair. However, Linda's like upsiding and it's a foodie thing. It's all the rage, and we see Candace like licking her face, but she doesn't see it. It's not a full smile, but it's not also like she's not like reeling in horror or anything. So
like she's just more like confused by it.
As I'm saying, I don't know if it's a confusion, but yeah, when she licks the pizza that's on her face, I wonder if that's like a happy. Oh, this is actually kind of good, or if that's just just a random like okay.
I mean, that's how I kind of interpreted. Like she actually like she really like she had the pizza, like she she ate it. It was like, huh, okay. It's like she's even like, so that's what they mean by exploding pizza.
Yeah, I mean, she sounded a little sad when she said it, but then she seemed to be enjoying it. So
And she seems fine afterwards. She even like checks on it at night. It's still there. She's like, nope. It's like, nope, just going back to bed.
all right.
And then that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Thank you, Aquatad, for your conversation. It was. Do we have any last words?
Needed more puppet Carl.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have much of Carl in this episode.
Yep.
You could say, "Dang it," but he's not here. He's not here, so we can't really give him what for.
Nope.
So yeah. So join us next week for the Recap-inator for Meepless in Seattle. Good night, everybody.